Welcome to Casano. Casano is a mobile app for client use, designed to increase the effectiveness of supervision and treatment. Aimed at increasing a client's engagement with their case plan, daily challenges are delivered to the mobile app based on the client's criminogenic needs and barriers. These daily challenges are designed to both monitor the client's participation in their case plan and encourage behavioral change. Incentives and rewards for challenge completion are built into the mobile app in the form of a simple, engaging game. Before the daily challenges are presented to the client, the case administrator must perform some initial setup in the Casano Organization Portal. This video will provide a crash course on this relatively quick and easy setup process. Let's get started. Visit www.casano.io to sign in to your Casano account. Once we've signed in, the first step to getting a client started with Casano is to create their Casano user profile. We'll start by adding some basic personal information such as name, date of birth, and gender. Then we'll add some contact information. We'll enter the number here for the mobile device where the Casano app will be installed. Next, we'll enter the client's primary physical address. If we have a photo of the client available at the time of intake, we can upload it here. Clicking Request Account will send a text message to the mobile number we entered for the client. The message will include their username and a temporary password. Now that we've added our client into Casano, let's exit to his profile and move forward. From this screen, we can navigate to all of the client's assessments, plans, and programs. The next step is to add an assessment. Assessing the client's risks and needs is critical to developing a Casano plan and program. Standard assessment tools, such as the Ohio Risk Assessment System or Casano's Universal Assessment Tool, can be used to record these assessment scores. First, we'll add the assessment tool that was used and the staff person who performed the assessment. Next, we'll record the score for each need domain. Score options will vary depending on the assessment tool that was previously selected. For the Universal tool, we simply need to select low, moderate, or high. Any additional barriers that could hinder the client's success with his plan can be identified here as well. Let's go ahead and use this assessment to move right into the next step, which is generating the client's plan. The date in the assessment is already selected for us. All we need to do is select the primary staff person developing the plan and add an optional note. The need level for each domain defaults to the assessment score, but can be reconfigured as necessary. Setting the need level to none will exclude the domain from the plan. Barriers will be excluded unless a need level of low, moderate, or high is set. Setting the priority for each domain will influence the scheduling of daily challenges. Challenges addressing higher priority domains will generally be assigned first. The programming phase will default to assessment, but can be updated to reflect the client's current phase of treatment once the plan has been created. Initially, the plan is generated as a skeleton that includes only the need domains and their priority. We're going to add some additional details now. Some need domains have only one target, while others can have multiple targets specified. One or more goals can be identified for each target. Goals can be selected from a list of suggestions, or custom text can be input. In the same way, multiple objectives can be added for any goal. Some additional details can be added to the objectives, such as the started and planned end dates, as well as the status. As progress is made on the plan objective, the status can be updated here. Resources can be used to assist the client in completing the objectives. One primary use of resources is to configure referrals, which ultimately generate check-in challenges in the client's Casano program. Configuring a referral is necessary if the client will be checking in to any location, even if the programming is provided by the primary agency. Let's refer our client to GED prep classes. We'll start by selecting the service and the service provider. The class our client will be enrolling happens weekly on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 2 p.m., so we'll make this a recurring appointment. Once we're finished configuring the appointment, all we need to do is click Schedule Challenges. As we were creating the plan, daily challenges were simultaneously being added to the client's Casano program. If we scroll to the bottom of the program screen, we can see the comprehensive list of challenges that have been automatically assigned based on the targets we identified in the plan, as well as the referrals we created. These challenges have not yet been delivered to the client on his mobile app. Some of these challenges can't be scheduled until others are completed or until the client enters a different phase of their program. But all of these challenges will be scheduled at some point over the course of the program. The program period defaults to 1 year from the date the program was created. This can be modified by clicking Configure and changing the dates. Once we're ready for the client to begin using his Casano mobile app, all we need to do is click Initialize. 7 days worth of challenges are now scheduled, and the first day is now assigned to the client on his Casano mobile app. As the client completes his daily challenges, his responses are instantly viewable in the Organization Portal. Notifications for both completed and missed challenges display on the organization dashboard as well as the client profile. Let's view one of the client's completed challenges. In the program, completed challenges from the past 7 days will be grouped together. Clicking on the challenge ID will open the challenge detail view and display the client's response. Now let's look at a missed challenge. If an action is needed from the case administrator to resolve the missed challenge, an alert will appear at the top of the program screen. If we open the challenge, we'll be prompted to select an action to resolve the missed challenge. Options for this will vary depending on the type of challenge. If the challenge is missed because it was not completed within 3 days, the challenge can simply be reassigned. If the challenge was a time-sensitive event, we can opt to archive the missed challenge or reschedule the challenge for a later time. We can also mark challenges as reviewed after we have viewed the client's responses or resolved the missed challenge. Any challenge can be starred by clicking the star icon next to the challenge. Starring the challenges essentially pins the challenge to the top of the program page for easy reference. Completing challenges earns the client in-app rewards and achievements, such as coins and badges. We can view these achievements and other game statistics on the client's achievements screen. Badges are awarded weekly and are directly related to the client's completion of daily challenges. A description of each badge type, as well as each date a badge was awarded, are displayed. A weekly summary shows all badges that were earned for the previous week. Tracking these achievements can be a useful tool in understanding the client's progress and engagement with their Casano program, and can even be used in conjunction with real-world rewards at the case administrator's discretion. Text messages to the client can also be sent and received through the Organization Portal. Messages sent here go directly to the client's Casano mobile app for easy communication. These messages can be accessed on the client's profile. Text conversations for all Casano clients can be found on the home screen. Casano Connect, an accompanying mobile app for the case administrator, can be downloaded from the App Store or Google Play Store. Casano Connect allows you to send and receive messages anytime from your mobile device, ensuring you don't miss any communication with your Casano clients while away from your desk. As you dive into Casano, you can find additional resources and more in-depth tutorials by clicking View Documentation on the side panel.